be done, totally behind schedule. But what are you gonna do? I haven't had a thought of the day in quite a while. There's a couple things that I'd like to talk about. I would say one would be try to find I would elaborate on is things that kind of upset me is missed opportunity. And then, the aggravation of what you got to go through to try to, catch that same opportunity again. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing more that upsets me than that. You know what I'm saying? Is wasted opportunity and missed opportunity. It's not about money. It's not about dollars and cents and this and that. It's the fact that you had the opportunity to grasp something at the finest moment. And when you look back at it, you're like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? And then you try to sit there and, the worst thing you can do is try to chase your losses. You just got to accept it, take a step back, assess the situation for what it is, reset, and do it again, It's either that or quit, So kind of going through all this turmoil, you know what I'm saying? You're kind of going through this, you know what I'm saying? This will make you die. Take years off your life. This. To accept, and you got to learn to find, and going through all of this, is this. You got to find that happy line. That's that happiness line. Where it's like, you know what? I'm kind of going through the motions of whatever it is that I'm going through, but you got to find happiness in the turmoil. If you don't find that happiness in the turmoil, what the fuck are you living for? It's like, if not now, then when? People always say, when I retire, I'm gonna live it up. There's no guarantee you're even gonna live it up when you retire, and there's no guarantee you're gonna live to retirement. Do you see what I'm saying? So you got to live in the now. You got to learn to find that happiness now. You know what I'm saying? And then, none of us live in a perfect world. You know what I'm saying? Our worlds aren't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of find whatever it is that brings you joy during this period. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn. If you can't take heed of happiness when things are really bad, then you'll never take heed of it when things are great, because you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be satisfied. You got to learn to find that satisfaction in the now. Otherwise, you will never grow. You may grow financially, but you may not grow here. You know what I'm saying? And growth, spiritual growth, and just what is it? Philosophical growth is like importante. It's muy importante. If you cannot grow, philosophically, you might as well just hang it up. And from growth, what I'm saying, we can kind of like we can move on to relationships. You know what I'm saying? And because when you talk about growth, every day your philosophy changes. You know what I'm saying? So like people you grow up with, people that you thought you loved, people that you love now, and then sometimes things fizzle out. I would kind of have to say that the older that you get, the more kind of set in your ways that you are, and the more obvious that you can identify bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And people could sit there and tell you till you're blue in the face how much they love you, but if they don't show it, then they don't. You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. So you could have people that are in your life in the present telling you, you know, this, that, and the other, but their actions tell you the complete polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? And you could handle it one or two ways. It's like, you could check them, or you could just like, you know what, just accept it for what it is and move on. And just let them stay in their bubble, you know, because, you know, you gotta burst that bubble in your own mind, because, you know, if you're not growing, and you're, you know, otherwise you're not growing. If you can see through the bullshit, if you can see bullshit, but you're not calling bullshit, you know, then you deserve everything that comes your way. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you allowed this shit to happen. You know, you have people in this world today that sit there and claim, or they'll scream from the mountaintops how much they whatever for you, they cut for you, this, that, and the other. But their actions, the complete opposite. You can't even get them to show up. You can't even get them to answer the phone. You can't even get them to, you know, you can't even get them to do simple shit. But they love you. They don't love you. They love the thought of you. You know. Some people are, you know, hopeless romantics. But they ain't got no tools because they're lost. Or they're jaded. Or they're just full of shit. You know. And they'll scream from the mountaintops how much they fuck with you and this, that, and the other. But when you call them out, and it's not reciprocated, or you're not a priority on their list, you accept everything that comes your direction if you allow that to happen. You know, I'm at a point in my life, I've earned the right to be fucking selfish. And if I am not a fucking number one on that fucking priority list, you can fuck off. And I'm saying that to all you motherfuckers. If I am not being number one, fuck you. Period. You know what I'm saying? So don't come at me with that bullshit. Number one or nothing. Zero. So if somebody's coming at you, you know, while you're going through your spiritual growth, you know what I'm saying? You're going through your philosophical growth, and they're telling you everything that you want to hear, but they can't deliver the goods, fuck them. That's all I got to say. Y'all be cool.